So, we've gotten some nice feedback for our crazy videos. Just trying to have fun during this time of isolation. So now we no longer eat what we feel like eating, but we're eating what we think you want to see us make.
Yes, because we haven't made anything healthy yet.
When I'm 400 pounds, you're in trouble.
On all the days that you don't see these videos, it's healthy food.
That's right. Because you really want to see us cook grilled chicken and broccoli raw. Maybe the broccoli raw. Anyhow, we're going to do pizza because it's fun to make. And because my grandfather, Frank Amato, when he made the best pizza in the world, and I would ask him to make the pizza for me, and he was probably sick of me asking. And he said, learn to cook and you'll never rely on anybody. And that goes for everything. It goes for restaurants and it goes for relationships. But Christine could be doing this as well. This just happens to be my specialty. 4 ingredients for the dough. It is, what is it, 5 ingredients. Flour, Fleischmann's rapid rise yeast.
Does it have to be Fleischmann's?
It's ironic, it's Fleischmann's, but if you were to be doing something for the Passover, you would hold this out. So that cracks me up. Sugar, salt, and flour and water. And I'm going to start by taking the yeast, 1 packet, drop it in there, and this is some warm water. Beer could do here too. I've used beer, but
everything we've done so far had an alcohol in it.
But because you can't get to the store so easily, I'm not going to abuse alcohol by water works just fine. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of sugar in that, and I think it's about the same, a teaspoon of salt. So.
Do you always put a teaspoon of salt on?
No, I don't. This is probably about half a teaspoon. What I want is I want this yeast to activate before I put the flour in. So I'm going to let it sit there and activate, and that's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and pause that. So we're waiting for that to activate. We just want to get Christine in the picture, so there she is. Hey guys, so come on over. The yeast has started to activate. It likes that, and it's got milky, and bubbles are fermenting up from the bottom. And that's 1.5 cups of warm water in there with 1 packet of yeast, a teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt, and a packet of that yeast, Fleischmann's yeast. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add our...
What's in there?
Actually, before we do that, olive oil goes in there. I'm going to give 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And what we're going to do is I'm going to let this dough hook get some oil on it too, so it doesn't get too sticky. And 4 cups of flour, already pre-measured.
You could use whole wheat.
And you could use whole wheat flour. There's some crazy people out there using cauliflower.
We've done that. It comes good. Yeah. Oh, we'll do cauliflower pizza next time.
Next time we're doing cauliflower pizza. You would do this with your hands if you don't have a KitchenAid. This makes life a lot easier. You'll probably make pizza a lot more because of that. So if you don't want to get overweight, don't get a KitchenAid. And okay, you can cut it there. I'll let them know what it looks like. It's been going for about 3 minutes now, and to me, it's looking like it's a little bit gluey. So what we're gonna excuse me. What we're going to do is add a little bit of flour and see how the dough reacts to that. You can see it's already coming off the wall a little bit easier. A little bit more, and this is pretty. This needs to be done every time. You're either adding a little bit of flour or adding a little bit of water to get the consistency that you're going to be able to pick it up with your hand and lay it out so it could rise.
So what do you want it to get, where it's like a ball on the hook?
What I want is for it to be a ball on the hook and for it to clean the wall on its own as it goes. So let's see how. And each time that I'm adding is probably just a tablespoon or 2 of flour that's going in there. And now we're getting to that. I can hear it starting to slap around the inside of that. hear it? Sounds like it needs an alignment. To me, that sounds like it's just about ready because the dough is sticking to the hook, and that's what's causing that noise. But if you come over here first, we're just going to take a little bit of olive oil spray, and we're going to put it on this this pan here.
Want me to do it?
Rewind your rewind. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we're ready to take our dough out. Stuff in the background. Start sticking to your hand. Just get a little flour in your hands. That'll make it so you're in charge, not your creature. Not your creation, but you, the human. That's pretty. Oh, that's nice. This brings back wonderful memories of childhood. Not ordering food in a pizzeria, but making it with your aunts and uncles. Get a little spray. We're going to cover that with a paper towel. And it's 2:44 right now. I'm going to wait till that doubles in size. So I'm going to put it in the oven just to keep it safe so I don't drop something on it. Just don't hide it from Anthony.
But the oven's not on.
Eat it. And the oven is not on. We're just going to keep it safe in there for now. So while camera wasn't recording, we made 3. We're gonna make one for our neighbor. Gonna contact my dad, see if he could use some pizza. And one for
pizza. What? Todd just called me and asked if we needed pizza because he just ordered 2.
Oh, so I guess he's not getting pizza
well,
today.
Dad, this would have been for you.
I'll bring some to my mom tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
she's
figure
gonna
it
be
out.
sad that she's not here for this.
But yeah, so we made 3. The other 2 are in here. Let's take a peek and see what's going on. This is so exciting. This is the first one that went in.
Ooh,
and it's looking
that
nice.
looks good.
And you can see it's almost doubled in size. That's what it started out looking like, and this is what it became. But
so how much time has passed? What was it before?
That's only been since 2:44, I believe. So quick math, half hour. And now we're gonna get started. I'll get the ingredients out for the sauce because no matter what you do, it's only as good as the sauce.
True.
All right. So our dough is rising. We're gonna get started on the sauce. It's a 3-step process. Start your dough. You make a sauce. You put the sauce on top of the pizza with some cheese, and you have some awesome stuff. The sauce, again, it's 5 ingredients. It's as simple. This is as simple as it gets. Mm-hmm. We're gonna take some olive oil. We're gonna saute some garlic. We're gonna put some tomatoes, crushed tomatoes right here, and then we're gonna season with some basil and some oregano. Oregano because it's pizza sauce. You're not an animal. You know the difference between a marinara sauce and pizza sauce. Pizza sauce has oregano. Your marinara is gonna have more basil. So yeah, so we're gonna get
Not
started with that.
everybody knows that, you know.
I know, I'm teasing. People don't come back because they'll come back to watch because they like the teasing, not because they want everything nice.
And there might be some people that don't like the teasing.
And Stu, since you're watching, and you Ashley is allergic to garlic, skip this part. All right? Otherwise, you're gonna get in trouble. Break the garlic with the side of the knife. Cut off the ends, and it should come right out of the skin. And for Emily, I know you're enjoying this as well. French-Canadian friend of ours. The French have some incredible food. I remember asking my uncle, who ran Amato's restaurant, who's the better cooks, the Italians or the French? Because the French are good. He says, well, the Italians taught the French how to cook. There's your garlic. Again, I like to leave things rustic. Should all be about the same size, but the difference is a Frenchman would chop this up till it became a paste practically. But then what again would a Frenchman be doing? Cooking a pizza. I don't know. Okay, so let's get this started.
Oh, wait a second. You're going to use the front? It doesn't go to low.
You have panicked everybody in our cyber world with fear about our stovetop.
We need a new stove.
As a human, I'm going to be aware of this, and it's off, and now it's on. Now it's off, and now it's on. Now it's partially on. So I could regulate the temperature.
All right, let's see.
Let's see how I do. Like we said, we're looking for little ripples in that oil.
Should I pause
That
it?
will tell us that the oil is agitated and ready to welcome our garlic. Because things could move quick, again, with our stovetop not working great. We'll have the tomatoes ready to go in, and that'll help me to regulate the temperature if and when I need it. Or when I need it, because I'm gonna need it.
How do I know when the oil is agitated?
Is what?
You said I'm waiting for the oil to become agitated.
See the little ripples in there yet? Yeah, see that? It's getting a little wavy.
Not yet.
Almost.
That's not sizzling enough, that little piece of garlic, so the oil's not ready. Okay.
Got a little bit of this.
Oh, there it goes.
We're gonna make some sauteed onions to put on as a topping. So we'll be showing you that a little bit later. The garlic moves pretty quick. It's got a
Should I lower this? This is
yeah, you can lower it.
one on a smaller one. Even though
You want to watch that. Oh, those smells are good. And again, it's like coronavirus test. If you can smell your garlic, you know you're not dying yet. It's not a death sentence. You might have
let's clarify
Okay.
that. There's a lot of people who get corona who. Oh, I just got splattered.
You want to keep your social distancing while cooking with me. 6 feet and you won't get splattered. And this is, guys.
And go back to that coronavirus.
Yeah, so you might be
if
sick at
anybody's
home.
sick, yeah,
And
we're praying for you. We really are.
Yes, I'm joking because it's the time, and I joke about inappropriate things. So we'll even make coronavirus fun, because you could still cook pizza while home. And we're gonna do dried oregano and some dried basil. And the smells are awesome.
And if we weren't limited, we'd be at the store and getting some fresh basil, I think, right?
Maybe. Stir that in. And let this simmer. But you don't have to go crazy with this because it's going to be your pizza topping. And it's going to cook while it's on your pie anyway. So you just want to get a quick simmer. Kill anything that might be any bacteria, so you don't poison your family with botulism from the cans, and you're in good shape.
Should I pause?
I had to come on just to tell you, I tasted the sauce. It's so easy. It's so delicious. Why are people buying sauce in a jar? It's the same sauce as you would make for marinara, or marinara. You just leave out the
Oregano.
Thank you. I almost said oatmeal. Leave out the oatmeal too. Leave out the oregano when you have marinara sauce. Add the oregano and now you have a pizza sauce. You could do 100 different things with that, people. 100 different thousands. Hey guys, come on over. I'm gonna cut up an onion because we're gonna put an onion on as a topping. We're gonna saute some onion, add some breadcrumbs to make a fun little topping, and we'll allow the pizza eaters the option of whether they want to put it on or not. Most of you know everybody wants it. Some people get scared of onion. It's scary.
I'm scared.
You can keep the pieces pretty big. So when you grab them, you can throw them on there. They'll stay together. We'll do the same with the other side. One onion will work for an entire pie or more. This is a Vidalia onion, so it's got a nice smell. Doesn't make us cry.
Oh, Vidalians don't make you cry?
I don't think so. I'm not crying.
Oh, I cannot cut onions. They make my eyes tear so much.
Okay.
Good.
That's our onion.
So what are you doing now?
Again, we're gonna saute it, and we're gonna put a little bit of breadcrumbs in here too once the onion gets ready. You can pause for a second. Watch out! Back up! Back up! You recording?
Yeah, I am.
Why do you have to? Everybody wants to see what we're making, but they don't want to see you get burnt. That ruins the whole show. And now is not the time to go to an emergency room. Oh, immediately the smell is incredible and immediate. We're going to saute this, and because it's onion and not garlic, you don't have the same risk of it burning too quickly.
It's we need a different burner.
Okay.
Because that's on low.
We're
See?
taking donations.
See,
We're
it's
actually
on low, and
We're
look
actually
at
doing
how
these
hot.
videos because we're looking for donations to get a new stove. There's nothing to do with teaching people.
Our back
how to-
one, our back ones work. Put on that one.
Well, that's it. We're gonna let this saute, and we'll be back in a moment. Because we're gonna cut slices of cheese. For me, it just helps me to know how much cheese I have. Because if I have at least a slice of cheese per slice of pizza, then I know I have plenty. So our pies are gonna be about 8 slices. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's for one pie. So we have plenty of cheese, Chris. We're good. We don't have to risk our lives by heading to the store. We've been out of toilet paper for a month, but it's really about the food, isn't it? What do you got there?
We switched burners,
And we switched chefs.
but here's our onion so far. Looks good.
Just simply
Smells really
sauteed
good.
onions, keeping it on low and letting that just simmer. And as you get that little bit of brown color, that's the sugar. That's why it's so sweet. Plus it's Vidalia, which is a very sweet brand of onion. And we're gonna add, what are we gonna add?
What are you looking for?
Um,
Oh, breadcrumb?
yeah, we're gonna add a little breadcrumb to make it a little bit extra fun.
Okay,
Sprinkle some in there.
sure. Oh, wait.
And there's our sauce, just literally sitting on the back burner, waiting to be put on the pizza. The dough is just
How
about
much
ready.
you want?
All right, stir it as you sprinkle it in, and you're gonna be the judge as it starts to get a little bit.
I can't sprinkle and stir at the same time.
Okay. That's gonna make it fun for on the pizza with all those extra flavors.
Yeah, it's Italian style breadcrumbs.
Look at that.
Disney.
Okay, don't pass out. Perfect. All right, now we'll be back when we're getting the dough ready. So, what we're doing now,
Oh, I thought you dropped the dough.
is going to show you the different stages of our
Wait,
dough.
no, this way. You got to keep it this way because we were going vertically the whole
This
time.
is our first one. There's our second one, and there's our third one. But what we're going to do is we're going to set the oven to 450, and we're going to start getting these out. So getting them ready to go on a pan. You just don't want to put your dough someplace that you're going to turn it into bread. In the interim. So you oil the pan.
Wait, let's show how you're doing that.
Carefully take it out so you don't leave any dough behind.
What'd he say? Aunt, you all right? I'm gonna pause it a sec.
You okay, Ed? So, if you're having difficulty, you just stretch a little bit beyond and then let it fall into place. It wants to fall into place. It wants to please you. It's your creation. And then what I do, because I don't like doughy pizza, I like my pizza to have a nice crunch to it, is I take it without any toppings on it, and I give it some time in the oven.
On 450?
On 450, but
Or
I did it wrong, so it hasn't even started yet. So now we're preheating the oven.
you want to take it out and wait?
I'm gonna take it out and wait. We could redo that. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
And this will sit here and wait for us, like a good piece pizza dough. So while the oven's heating, we're getting the next pie ready, and we could do 2 at a time in there. Ooh, this one has a nice consistency. And I'm not throwing it around. I'm not abusing it. I don't want to. I still want it personally. This is me personally. I still want it to like rise and be virgin while it's in the oven. So I'm just trying to handle it as much as I need to take advantage of its elasticity and get it out there, but not overhandle it. And that's it, guys. That's it. That's ready to go in. And like I said, I put it in a little bit before adding the other ingredients. I put it in a little bit on its own to get a little bit of...
Where's the other one? Oh, we never put the other one in.
I'm doing it now.
Oh.
To get these crusts a little bit of a head start. Otherwise, you're going to have that homemade pizza that you're thinking about. If you had it made by somebody who didn't know better or didn't care enough, you're going to end up with the super doughy. It's going to fall all over the place. And again, we're not animals, so we don't want that.
Got an animal theme today.
Yeah. So we'll let that go for a few minutes. A lot of this stuff I just do by eye and by feel and touch. So we'll let that go, and we'll be back on when the dough's ready for me to create what looks like a pizza. Okay. Are we on?
You were on.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so you can see it. It liked that. It liked the heat.
It liked it.
And he's
Smells
ready.
so good.
He's ready for me to put the sauce on. Make sure this cooled off properly.
So wait. Are you going to put... Okay, so sometimes, tell us what you do sometimes.
My grandfather taught me put the cheese on first, the sauce on second. He liked, wasn't a big cheese fan. Alexa, level 3. Even though it's Italian, I don't need people screaming in Italian at me while I'm trying to cook. No, he really liked sauce. He wasn't a big cheese fan. And so he would do it the opposite. He would put the
Oh, but you're doing sauce
cheese
first?
down first. But I'll put the sauce first, because a lot of people like that.
You could do the other one, cheese first.
Yeah. for Papa, to remember Papa.
So cooking it a little bit first also helps to prevent the sauce from soaking through?
Yeah, it helps to give the crust enough, a strong enough consistency to be a good platform for your sauce and cheese. That looks like it's just about right, but when in doubt, add a little more. And
Have it closer to the edge.
Okay. Good call. That looks good.
Looks good.
And we're gonna go, like I said before, this is your roadmap. You'll know where to cut now. Because one of these slices will melt, incorporate.
Could you spread that?
Yep. Acting like it's perfect science.
So wait a second, let's talk about this. How long did you have it in the oven? What was it, like 406, was it?
We preheated to 450. 400 is plenty hot.
Yeah, but we kept it in there for how many minutes?
Okay, probably about 5 to 10, maybe about 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
no,
not even 10
no,
minutes.
406 we started. So like 8 minutes. It started to
Just till
look
it gets
less.
like
It
this.
started to look less like raw dough and more like something that would be able to handle.
Wait, where's my hand? So you see, it's like, I don't know if you could tell.
It's not bouncing back anymore.
Yeah.
So this one will do it the way Papa taught me. Just for a change.
It's good like this.
Yeah. Gotta count up my slices now. I don't know if anything was stealing from me. 3, 4, 8, that's enough. Okay.
This
Also, if
one's
you-
not going to have a lot of cheese.
Yeah, if you're running low on cheese, there's a good way to hide it from your kids. They'll never know. You hide it underneath the sauce.
It's going to melt and it's going to cover most of it anyway.
Yep.
You going to put any grated cheese on this or no?
At this point, we could if you want, whatever you want. Oh, look at that. How nice.
It smells really good too.
Yeah. So you want to grab some grated cheese?
Sure.
Can I get another spot there?
Go spot him. I'll do this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other day I got.
You want?
Yeah.
So we're looking at this, we're keeping an eye on it. The top of this guy is getting a little bit well done. And the bottom of this, the top of this guy's a little bit raw. So we're gonna switch them up.
Careful. Looks like you're going to burn your hand.
And we're going to, with a spatula, just check because that's where everything, all the important stuff is happening. Will be underneath. And see, it's still not ready. And this one definitely won't be ready because it was up on top. So you want to look? That's still
We
a
all
little
wanna
bit.
see.
Still a little bit.
Oh,
raw.
yeah. So
So we're gonna switch them and let them continue to cook.
smells good.
Crust is looking
Looks
good on the bottom.
Jay just took this out of the oven and he's just loosening it from the pan. Make sure it's not sticking anywhere, which it doesn't seem to be.
One spot.
One little spot maybe. That's okay.
So this one is gonna go over to Eric and his family. It's a demonstration of our love for them. An appreciation. That's our next door neighbor.
Yeah, they're the best.
And they're telling us to bring a container, so we might be getting something in return. But what I'm about to show you is not for the faint of heart. Not for amateurs. Because I really like my crust done well. We're going to put it on there, like on the cookie sheet. And that's going to make this guy really... They won't know what hit him. And now we're ready to make our last, get our last pie together once this cools down a little bit.
You gonna taste that? How is it?
Tastes like dough.
Good.
Let me just see.
How's it looking?
We're getting there. We're almost there. We'll take a look at it. The top one. It's still a little raw. Getting there too.
Okay, so we're getting ready to go over to Lynn and Eric next door to bring them their pizza, and they told us to bring a bowl for some penne that they made for us. So I'm bringing them this big bowl.
Gotta make them feel bad, huh?
We'll put the little bowl inside though.
The bottom one we're giving to Eric and Lynn, and that looks pretty darn ready. That's
ready.
You think it's ready?
Yeah, I could see it.
All right, she says it's ready. If they want their money back, I'm blaming it on you. Get it. Let's get the dog
Zoe.
inside. Oh, that's heavy. Look at that. Get your nose out of there. You're gonna get burnt, doggy.
Okay, that looks good.
Right.
What are you doing? You put more sauce? That sauce isn't gonna be hot. Now you gotta put it back in the oven.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay. Lynn and Eric, if that spot's not that hot, now you know why. I bet you they have one of their kids doesn't like cheese, so they could actually cut right there.
They can do whatever they want. If they don't have
We
cheese.
usually cut this in 8 pieces, but they might decide to cut it differently than us.
Okay.
Okay, you ready to bring it over?
Before we take it over, I'm just gonna get the next dough ready. Just making our last pie. So 2 cans of tomatoes, 2 28-ounce can of tomatoes, made 3 pies, and 2 containers of cheese also, just so you know when purchasing was enough. And what else?
Container?
Well, how big is the cheese?
I think they're like 16 ounces. Right?
2 16-ounce cans of cheese. What else do I want to tell everybody?
How long did it cook for?
20 minutes.
Chef
So you
Jason?
I preheated the oven to 450, and I put them in for about almost 10 minutes beforehand to get the dough ready, and then it was 20 minutes that it was in there. But I do a lot by feel, sense of sight and feel, because that dough, I don't care how long it's in there for, what the temperature is. If the dough's not ready, the dough's not ready. And you now
And of
know
course,
better than that.
If you wanted other toppings, would you put them on now?
You could put toppings on now. When I just put that pie in there, if you
If you wanted like pepperoni
pizzas,
or
yeah.
macarons or eggplant.
Yep.
Eggplant's good on pizza.
And let's look at this guy. This is the funnest part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice, and that's gonna make a nice loud crunch when you cut into that. It's gonna command everyone's attention. Let's listen. Alexa, pause.
You gonna cut it
Everybody
now,
ready?
usually?
Everybody ready? Oh, it's fighting back. Oh, that's nice. Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Look at that.
Your mouth is wet.
Oh, Madonna mia. That's so exciting. Thanks for watching. That pizza delivery. To Eric and Lynn. You
Wait.
can turn it off. Okay? We'll put it back on when we get close to your house.
And I got my big bowl.
I got my coronavirus shield on top of it.
How are we going to do a non-contact delivery?
Throw it at them.
Might have to ring the bell. Oh, you're going to get attacked by the two dogs.
Did you order a pizza? We didn't order a pizza.
And look, I brought my bowl for the pasta.
Thank you. It's not that much.
Take the whole thing. Don't take
Or do you want us to need dough? Or do you want us to need dough in that?
Oh, you brought
I didn't know you put it in something.
so look for yourself on YouTube.
I'm gonna give you more in that other bowl too.
Oh no, that's plenty.
no,
that's
that's
plenty.
plenty.
I was joking with
You
the
got
bowl.
Anthony. You got Anthony though.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys.
Anthony will be fine. We have some more pizza.
My gosh, this is like a lot. How much pizza did
We
you
made
make?
three pies. We made one for you.
That's just a
Oh, it's a
cutting
board.
board.
All right, let me get the
That's,
cutting board
that's
back.
the pizza.
Yeah, when you're done. I know where you're at. I know where to find you.
Take care.
Okay.
So, as you can see, food makes people happy. We shared with our neighbor, and they had some penne alla vodka for us. Food makes people happy, but pizza makes people very happy. And then when you make the perfect slice, homemade slice, imagine that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how it's able to stand on its own. Anthony. Yeah. Come and test that for us. Huh. We had our tester home from school. Did you hear that? Listen. Oh, Madonna mia. That's good. Could always use more cheese. That's good.
This is one with the cheese on the bottom. You gave him the slice that only has half a slice of cheese.
See, I got caught. You skimp, you get caught. Your children will call you out on it.
No, messed
Children
up.
are honest.
There's never
hate me.
enough cheese though for Ant.
That's good.
Beautiful. All
Good
right.
job, Dad.
2 thumbs up, maybe half a thumb down for not having enough cheese.
No, it's gonna be perfect. Believe me,
No, it's still really good.
All right.
because there's plenty of cheese.
That's how you make a pizza.
That's a pizza pie.
And what do we say? 20 minutes at 4:50.
And then that one's in there.
20
See all the
minutes.
cheese in that one?
Oh,
My
fogging
phone
up.
got fogged up. See?
20 minutes at 4:50.
20 minutes at 4:50.
5 ingredients for the dough. 5 ingredients for the sauce.
And
Put the
keep
sauce
checking the bottom.
on top of the dough. Put the cheese. Stay on top of the bottom. Stay on. Look after it, and that'll be it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. It was a lot of fun. Stay safe. Look after each other. Make some pizza for your neighbor, and love yous. Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
I'm just so excited about that. You could do an egg wash along your crust if you're looking to show off. A little
What
bit
would
of
the
egg,
egg wash do?
a little bit of egg, a little bit of water. Mix it together and you just brush it along the crust and it'll come out real glossy. It's like a baker's trick. But let's test this.
Do you approve of your pizza?
Yeah, because if you pay $20 to have somebody bring you a piece of pizza, they're going to put it in a piece of cardboard and it's going to get to you, and there's no way it's going to have this kind of crust to it. You might as well make the pizza in the shower. This is good.
Horrible.
All right. Thanks for watching.